Today, I'm going to show you a beautiful trail that I discovered last summer while hiking with my parents. It's been 2 years since I've recorded a hiking trail episode, so it is long overdue. This is actually not a designated trail. I'm going to submit it to All Trails and see if they will enter it into their system. I'm calling it the Lake Michigan Beach Loop Trail. It's a total of 2.4 miles and approximately 120 feet in elevation change. It's absolutely beautiful. It starts out going through the woods, as you can see right here. It'll take us out to the dunes and along the Lake Michigan beach, and then through Van Buren State Park, back out to the road and to our car. So if you want to hike this trail, I'll show you the exact route at the end of this video. But for now, let me kind of take you through the steps. The section through the woods is quite short, and then you'll come out to these signs right here, hike up just a tiny ways, and you'll be at the top of a fairly steep dune with an amazing overlook of Lake Michigan. Today we've got a sunny day. It is just beautiful out. So I tried to record going down the dune, but the video was so shaky that I actually just decided to show you some short clips so you can kind of picture what it's like. When my parents came last year, they are 70 years old and they were able to make it down the dunes. The nice thing about this loop trail is that you actually don't have to go back up the dunes because of the route that we take, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. But if you like hiking sand dunes, if you like collecting rocks or any of those things, this is a beautiful trail. There's so many good rocks, a lot of good skipping rocks actually. I'll show you right here where we actually just came down. Right there is where we just came down from. And as I mentioned, it's about 120 feet, so it's very manageable. I love running down the dunes. If you do this trail, I would bring your swimsuit and take a dip along the way. There are some restrooms about halfway down the trail at Van Buren State Park, and you can also refill your water there. But the cool thing about this trail is there are some amazing rocks and some amazing driftwood, and it is just really cool. I mean, it's not every day you get to see this kind of stuff. The driftwood right now is unusually worse than normal, and I think that the state park clears out some of the wood. You'll see down the beach a little ways, you can see where they have chopped the logs in half to make it more passable. So this looks worse than it is. You can actually just climb up the dunes a little ways if you wanted to get around it. But I've actually been hiking this path for a long time. My parents would take us camping at Van Buren State Park, and we would walk down the beach. Yeah, the driftwood is just maybe over the winter months just collected. I've never seen it like this. And maybe the water level is a little bit on the high side. But if you're, I think they're called rock hounds, these people that collect rocks, man, there are so many amazing rocks through here. And I actually stopped and skipped some rocks because the water was unusually calm. And so I thought I'd try and skip a few rocks, as you'll see here in a little while. But yeah, 2.4 miles is very manageable. Just make sure you bring a lot of water with you. Yeah, I got a couple of good skips in here. Nothing spectacular, but you know, the GoPro has such a wide field of view that I maybe should have just zoomed in on a few of these, but skipping rocks is so much fun. The problem with it is that you get kind of addicted to it, and then after an hour or two, you think nothing of it until the very next day, and your arm is so sore you can't even like pick up a bottle of water. Yeah, so there are some amazing dunes down this path. If you've got some kids or whatnot that might want to climb the dunes, I'll show you one here in a second that is really cool. Yeah, these rocks are so sweet. There are so many beaches in Michigan that actually don't have many rocks. So if you're looking for a place to collect rocks, this is a good spot. Yeah, the water is not always that calm, trust me. But yeah, this dune right here would be a ton of fun if you wanted to stop and take a break and climb up to the top to get some photos. There are certain places that don't allow you to climb sand dunes anymore, but pretty much all of these through here are still you're able to climb just as much as you want. Yeah, another cool sand dune off to the left here. There were 2 people actually swimming today, and I know the water temperature is quite cold. I think it's 57 degrees or something like that. But see right here, they cut off some of these logs to make it more passable. So I'm assuming maybe as we get closer to Memorial Weekend, they'll clear out some of that driftwood down there. So this is where we need to hang a left and walk up to Van Buren State Park, and then just kind of go through the parking lot out to the road. Just keep taking lefts. It's very easy to follow. The parking lot where I parked my car, they do actually require a recreation passport, which I think are tied to your license plate these days. So yeah, this brings back memories that we used to go down to this beach quite often. But up here on the left, there will be some restrooms, and there'll be a water station, and there'll be a place to clean off your feet. There will be some swings in a small park. And actually, if you want to extend your hike even a little bit, instead of going up and to the left, you can actually go up and to the right and walk through the campground a little bit, which is pretty cool. It's a fairly large campground, and I would estimate they have maybe almost 200 campsites. Yeah, so we're going to go up and to the left and back to the car. But if you want to extend your hike, like I said, go up and then kind of go off to the right and into the campground. And they've done a really good job of maintaining this campground. They've put some new restrooms and showers and stuff in. I'm sure it's quite busy through the summer months, so it's probably hard to get reservations. But yeah, the path out is quite easy. Just keep on turning left. Right here, you hang a left, and that'll bring you straight out to your car. But if you do want to see the trail, the route that I took, I'm going to show you. I use Map My Walk to track my hiking trails and whatnot. So I'll show you that here in just a second. And so this path back to the car looks quite boring, and it is, but the birds are plentiful, and it is quite nice actually. So here we are getting back to my car. All right, so there's the route that I took. The parking lot is actually designated as North Point County Park. So that's what you'll want to point your GPS to in Google Maps. And as I said, it's about 2.4 miles, 117 feet in elevation gain. But that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We will see you next time.